life of crime for many, many years, was dealing drugs, hating life, miserable, and 95 pounds heavier. Thought that we were full of malarkey when she came, but said the product tasted unbelievable. I want what you guys have. She just hung around. She became an incredible student, was extremely coachable. She's now the assistant coordinator at our STS, putting on events. This girl has completely turned her life around like you can't believe. World team member as well. Mandy and Tommy just came on board. They worked with Lana at Bartenders years ago, made $7,500 in their first couple months in business. They're on fire, sitting VIP, knocking it out. Michelle, Melissa's sister, knocking on her third cut of World Team right now. Dave, Lana's husband, superstar. Oscar works for Target full-time. He's one of our newest wellness coaches that came out of it. Monica and Cecily, all new wellness coaches. Obviously, I don't go into that full detail for my campers, but we say, will you be next? Imagine your picture here. All is possible. Okay, so from then, this is what we're teaching them. We hand out their wellness evaluations to them that have all of those numbers. We're going to sit down and talk about it. Same kind of a thing. What cellular nutrition? Wordy, 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 but I'm usually just talking about what it is. I'm just going to go through this quickly for you guys. Again, it's wordy. I don't let them read all that. Go right into Mark Hughes. Talk about the products right off the bat. Explains what each of the products is. Show the same slide. Show the same slide. La 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 la. What they're going to do we already show them. They've done this day one. Now, who doesn't have their evaluation form? Then each of us coaches take those evaluation forms and we hand them out to the people. So now it's sitting there in front of them, because we don't do it one-on-one yet. We do it in a group setting, so that when we're talking and educating, they can kind of be looking, and all of a sudden you start seeing their faces. They're like, ooh, ooh, like their numbers. They hadn't seen them before. And when you get a 22-year-old that's reading their metabolic age at 90, they freak out. They're like, how's that possible? Why? Because you don't do anything right. That's how it's possible, right? We say make sure, first of all, you have the correct form. We let them know what a coach is and what a wellness coach. A coach is who's leading you in boot camp. That is not your wellness coach. Because what happens is I'm leading all the camps. Your customer comes up to me and they want to know everything and they want to get on a product. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Go back to your wellness coach for your product. Like we talked about, take the high road, do everything ethical, do not take each other's customers. We're boot camp coaches and we're wellness coaches. It doesn't mean I'm not going to work with them and help them, but steer them back to their original coach so that the coach is getting them on product and working with them, okay? We let them know that. Taking their before and after. If they didn't get in and get that done, we make sure that that gets done right away. We wait. So then again, they're going through their numbers, what the weight is. We talk about the fat, the muscle, the same kind of thing, body fat, ooh, visual, kind of freaky to them. All their numbers again, water percentage. So again, they're just looking at their charts and we're talking about what it should be. Again, here we're letting them know. So if you have somebody, and we're in Florida, so it's hot as can be in the summertime. I've got people coming in and their hydrations of 30. And I'm like, listen, I shouldn't even let you work out. You as a female should be 45 to 55 or over 55, and you're at a 30. And they're like, how's that possible? I'm saying, because you don't drink. You're not doing anything right. Are you getting what we're here about? Why we're here, what we're up to. So it's really an eye-opener for them because they've never been talked to like this before. They've never had this education before. If they did, they wouldn't be sitting in the rooms getting it, all right? Muscle mass, we talk about the muscle mass, what it is. Physique rating, it says it on there. 5 is standard. If they're obese, if they're underweight, we let them know. Daily caloric intake. And this, this is a really cool one because at this point, somebody is saying maybe they need 2,500 calories or 4,000 calories. If it's a fit guy that's reading him and he's 5,000 calories, we let them know at that moment. Isn't it great that the Herbalife shakes that we provide here for you have all the nutrients as if you consumed up to 3,500 calories of perfect food. But you're getting it in this complete, healthy, delicious tasting shake that's available here for you at the club or your home or wherever you're going to be. So we say we're not overly worried about calories. As we know in Herbalife we're not. We're worried about getting the right number of protein and carbs in their body. All right? Metabolic age, this is the one that always freaks everybody out of how they should be, where they are. Bone mass, same thing. Talk about their bone density. Telling them their numbers, 1 to 12 is acceptable, 13 to 59 is not. And all of a sudden, you got somebody sitting there with a visceral fat of 30. I'm like, look at that. And you're the guy drinking the soda. I wonder why. Right? So it's pretty alarming to them. We let them know they're going to go in 2 groups at that moment. We say, based on your numbers that you just read and your timed run, you'll be starting in one group, you'll be starting in the other group. We let them know then which coach is going to be leading the Transformers, which coach is going to be leading the Unstoppables. All right, so we talk about that. Welcome to another day. The next 3 weeks, we talk about what they're going to get. Same kind of a thing. Chant, chant. Picture, 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 picture. Isn't it great? Final assessment at the end. Most of all, chant, chant, chant. Isn't that wonderful? And then we say, 6 months from now, you wish you got started today. The end. Welcome to camp. And at that point, I let them know this is the only time you're going to be sitting down. From this day on, it's all about movement. Isn't that exciting? I'll see you guys back here on Friday. Yay! And all of a sudden, gather up their papers, and we'll say, now, your coaches are going to be contacting you to sit down and get your one-on-one consultations so we can figure out what kind of nutritional plan you're going to get started on while you're here with us during the 4 weeks. That's all I say. And they go, okay. And all of a sudden, they're running over to you, and they start booking their appointments with each coach. And then from that point, it's your job to sit down. And what do? Hello. We go through those numbers. I break out the Herbalife catalog. Do you want fast, faster, or fastest? Which plan are you going to get started on? Would that be cash, check, or credit card? Would that be chocolate, cookies and cream, or wild berry? That's how easy it is. And if they don't get started right then, what they're doing after camp is they're coming in and they're getting a daily consumption, if you have a club. It's the coolest thing ever, because at the end of camp, after we do our We Are 24 Fit chant, 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 we yell, what time is it? What time is it? Shake time! And everyone comes running inside and they get their shakes. And then it's a madhouse with 70 people standing there looking for a shake. And what is it doing? It's building royalty. Is that simple? Right? So, it's different than, hey, let's meet once in a while and do something. No, there's a start and a stop. And then there's a recognition. So people, whatever you want those other workouts to be, we can create them. Here's the deal, guys. If you got together and you went and did a half-a-mile run to warm up and you came back and you did 50 push-ups and 50 squats and 20 jumping jacks and repeated that 10 times, isn't that great? Woo! How fun is that? Get them out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. I mean, you can either create it, you can Google workouts, you can contact me if you want. Here, you can do whatever you want. Here's literally, I have so many, but I like to just, like today, we're going to have stations. I just write it up that morning. Here's, this is how advanced it is. Station workout. Workout. Here's the title. Workout. 50 jacks, 10 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 bicycle crunches, 20 mountain climbers, 3-second plank. Let's repeat that 3 times. Oh, that's the workout. Isn't that great? Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. It can be a walking club. You could take this same format. I've got a 65-year-old woman who is like, I'm not doing any of that, but I'll walk with my people. Her nutrition club is at the beach, so they did the same thing, and then they meet 3 days a week and they walk. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, they take their measurements and they pick the person who lost the most and who walked the fastest. How cool is that? Have a dance class. Do whatever it is you want, but having a start and a stop, having them get weighed in, having them look at numbers, having them sit down, it's just another way for them to start. Having it be where they want to finish, they want something. This little thing goes so far. Then what we've done is we've created up a flyer that's our calendar. So this is the one for March through April, and it lets them know day 1, and then we call it our open house. We have our weight loss challenge starting on that day. We have our HOM. We have the awards. We have our potluck. We have our online. We do an online HOM on Thursday nights. So we have these. So we hand these out to the campers so they know the things that are coming up.
Who makes that?
That would be Lana.
That's Lana?
Lana has the...
organizational skills to put that together?
No, it's... I don't know how to call it. Template. Thank you. I'm like, she has that thing. Those of you brains that know the stuff, get together. Yeah. Remember today's strengths and weaknesses. Find who has the strength, and anyone young knows how to do this stuff. Seriously, what would take me a day takes them 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So don't waste your time doing things that you don't need to. Like, again, I'm really good. I can go out in the community and get 100 people to come tonight to my class versus stand there and get frustrated trying to do something that I don't know how to do. So put your energy where it needs to be. We all have like 10 energy balloons a day. Use them where they need to go. Really. Okay, and just delegate to other people. And the cool thing, so from this, we have the Warrior Boot Camp that spun off of it. I have 2 of my girls that are moms, and so they started a Mommy and Me boot camp, 10 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday mornings with the strollers. They bring their kids, and we have stroller workouts and do things like that. My daughter, this next 4-week, March 25th, came up with, it's a 24 fit camp for teens, led by teens. So she's like, I know you guys are all cool and that's great and wonderful, but sometimes my friends want to work out with younger people. Okay. So I say, fine. I'm not meaning, I'm just teasing, Anyway, so whatever it is, let people create. I mean, that's the cool thing. If you are a club owner and you have a team of people, you're the umbrella. You're the source. You have the shell that your team can then create and duplicate and be who they are, and then bring people into your space, which is their space. And that's how you build royalty. Don't do it all on your own. And that's what I was doing. It was one person running this outdoor boot camp, and great, wonderful. I mean, it was wonderful for all those years. But just a complete brain switch, it was like, God, I'll never charge a dime for my training ever again. Ever. Ever. And I made a lot of money. Being a professional athlete, I mean, you make money, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Didn't work. I mean, not that it didn't work. It's just I'm ready to go to the next stage. I was ready to be, build a royalty, residual income, and Herbalife. And I think that's what you guys are all here, looking to do, build a residual income. So don't make it about you, and really make it where it's these, you're edifying and grooming your team. So I like, when I'm gone, they did the Friday night assessment by themselves. I had 2 other girls. They know what they're doing. It's so cool. My son's like, it's awesome. 2 girls this morning, 2 other girls, because I would throw in every couple months a workshop called Build a Better Booty and Awesome Ab. And it's at 45 minutes to an hour of glutes and abs. So 2 other girls said to me, well, we want to do that every Saturday morning. I'm like, perfect, take it on. So they did. So I've got 2 other my distributors that are doing that on Saturday mornings from 7:30 to 8:30. Cool. Do what you want. You could have that 10 times a week. I don't care what people do. Anything that you want to create, have. Yes?
Do they all communicate then through Lana, and then she puts it all on the next?
No. Lana's now doing it for her own club, because Lana left my club January of this year. She opened up Now Nutrition. And Lana, how cool is this? So in my town, since we've implemented all this, I have 12 clubs that have opened up. 8 of them...
In the last year.
Not even a year. April 16th will be a year. And 8 of them are doing boot camps for now. So, and in my own town, Lana, who's 5 miles up the road, is doing it, and she herself has 100 people that come. LaToya, who's 3 miles up the road, has between 60 to 70 people that are coming. Okay? Megan, Matt's girlfriend, she lives in, lives at the beach where my son lives. I mean, they live together, but she's from Deel, which is 25 minutes inland, where Stetson University is. She's from a college town. She went there. She got her business degree from there. So she just opened up her nutrition club 2 months ago, and she used to think, like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm not really fitness, even though she was coaching and leading in mine, even though she was teaching how to do this in Michigan with Jack Gibson and watching all of their businesses grow. 2 weeks ago, she said, you know what, I think I'm going to start my own. I'm like, hello, it's about time. So in DeLand, the very first day, she had 36 people. Day 2, 51 people. By second week, which is the week we just had, 70 people. And she's only doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 in the evening. So it doesn't have to be 2 times a day. Okay? So 70 people consistently coming to her boot camp in DeLand. I mean, so that right there is like over whatever, almost 600 people, 600 people every day, or 3 days a week that are coming through our program just in our town. And the cool thing is not only do they stay for the 4 weeks, but they keep coming back, and they keep bringing people, and then they keep bringing people, and then they keep bringing people. And I mean, our goal is to have, like 1,000 people in a camp one day. my landlord was like, what is this? What is this? You know, because my building is on this huge compound of property. He's got his restaurant, he's got some warehouses behind, he's an artist, and he creates all this like really cool steel work. And then there's my building, which is in the front, and then this massive parking lot. When I told him what I was up to, he thought, okay, that's cool. I should probably get away with that for a month or so, you know. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it just kept growing and growing and growing, and then people allowed, other businesses said we could use their parking lots because, you know, my parking lot was getting so full with people that we couldn't have any room for cars. And then all of a sudden, the guys decided to do the warrior camp. Well, they were taking, I was using, like I said, my vehicle in the beginning and keeping it in the front of my building and just having my doors open and the music cranked up. When the boys started the warrior camp, they were doing it on the opposite Tuesday, Thursday mornings, and they were bringing their car deeper into the parking lot and having the music cranked up. Well, all of a sudden we got a noise complaint from the city. And I was like, what's up? And the boy said, well, you know, we park closer on the backside, there's some apartments. And so the city came to me, and I thought that my owner, or my landlord, Clay, knew about it. So again, being honest and integrous, I was like, oh my gosh, the city's going to be calling you. They called me. And he was like, why? And I said, oh, I guess he doesn't know. And I'm just ratted on myself, but that's okay, you know, be honest and everything. And I said, well, because apparently the noise. And he said, well, yeah, what is really going on over there? Like, you know, how are you getting away with all those hundreds of people? And I was like, what do you mean, how am I getting away with it? I don't know, I'm just doing it, you know? And I'm like, the city didn't say anything about the number of people. They just said that the music, I didn't know, that you're not supposed to have music start until 7 a.m. Well, camp's at 6:30 in the morning. I don't know the city ordinance. I mean, you're going to hear my music tomorrow. I mean, I got that thing cranking, we're booty shaking at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm loud and screaming, and, you know, hundreds of people. I mean, it's noise. I didn't know. So anyway, so Clay says to me, you know, yeah, really, how are you getting away with all that? And like I said, I'm like, I don't really know. They just let me do it. And he said, well, I'm going to have a talk with them. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, now you're getting, you know, upset. And he said, well, because everything that he does, he's like, I have to get a permit for every single event that I have here. Like, how are you getting away with it? And I just said, well, why don't we work together and you not be upset about it, but I'm paying your rent. I mean, you know, anyway, he got over himself, but that was the reality, is that what the things that he was doing were for profit. And mine was considered nonprofit. I don't charge. And the city was like, you're up to changing the community. You're doing something positive in the community. He's renting vendor space for bikers that are drinking and, you know, out of control. So they just viewed it as two different things. So I was like, well, now work with me, Clay. You know, I have some clout in the city now, so come on, let's make it work here. Which we did, and it's wonderful. And but he was like, I really did not believe that you were going to be able to continue on at this pace. Like, it's blown me away. And it is pretty, you know, you'll see, I mean, if you ever just go Google, or not Google, don't Google me, Facebook me, and you'll see some of the pictures of some of the massive amounts of people and stuff. It's pretty wild, really, you know, to see that. So for you guys, I mean, if it starts with 3, it starts with 5, it starts with whatever, who cares? Just get it started. Like, that's what Mark Hughes always said, it doesn't matter what you do, and don't spend a lot of time planning, just do it. That's why I said challenge. Just put it out there. Has anyone responded yet?
I don't know, but I ordered the scale. Is this the right one?
Just kidding.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, make sure you have the black box.
That little thing right there? Is that what you're talking about?
You do not have the black box. Actually, you can connect it to your computer.
You can.